You pay your home insurance premiums for years, and when disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to cover your loss. But that's not happening for thousands of Hurricane Ian storm victims, and consumer advocates say it's part of a disturbing nationwide trend. More than 6 months after Hurricane Ian, Carol Jackson and her daughter Kalindi are still living in a trailer in their backyard.
I can't believe it.
The storm hit with ferocious 150-mile-per-hour winds. Their neighborhood just south of Venice, Florida, ground zero.
The big damage is right here where the ceiling collapsed.
A blue tarp still covers the gaping hole where pink insulation came crashing down. The Cat 5 winds ripping open their roof, blowing out windows, and making their home unlivable. You can see from the outside the roof is literally cracked in half, and if you go underneath the carport, it's structurally unsound. You see the yellow caution tape, the roof is cracked, but it's being propped up by tree stumps that the mitigation company put here 12 days after the storm.
I thought it was awful and I thought it was bad, but I mean, at that point I thought, well, we have insurance, it'll be fixed.
Kalindi put in a claim with Heritage Property Insurance, their company for the last 8 years, but heard nothing for weeks, finally reaching the insurance adjuster assigned to their case.
He told me that they had not yet determined that we were even hit by a hurricane.
What?
Yeah, and so that's when I knew I needed some help. It's tough.
She called attorney Donna Stockham, who's handled homeowner insurance cases for nearly 2 decades. What was your reaction to that?
It was astonishing to me.
Since the record damage caused by Ian, Stockham says delays, denials, and lowball payments have become a pattern with multiple companies.
The Senate will be in order.
She blames recent pro-insurance laws passed in Florida, making it harder for homeowners to sue insurance companies.
The carriers seem especially emboldened, and the way that they're treating their insureds has been very harsh.
Why did you want to come forward and talk to us?
Because it's not right.
These insurance industry whistleblowers say they've seen questionable tactics firsthand.
Legitimate claims are not getting paid.
They're cheating the homeowner.
Mark Vinson and Ben Mandel are independent adjusters who work for insurance companies. After Hurricane Ian, they say 2 carriers they declined to name drastically reduced several of their damage estimates before sending them to homeowners. So this is the estimate you turned in to the insurance company, and this is the estimate they sent to the homeowner? They showed Spotlight on America this example, saying their $40,000 estimate was cut to just $2,600. So what did they change?
Well, they took the roof out.
They took the roof off.
We've shown picture evidence to them that, hey, here's the damage, here's the estimate, and then by the time it makes it to the policyholder, it's gone.
The American Policyholder Association is a consumer watchdog group. Executive Director Doug Quinn says allegations of claim tampering extend far beyond Florida.
We've seen it all over the country. At this particular point, we have criminal cases related to this in Florida and Louisiana. We've also had reports in Texas, California, Colorado.
On the other side, Insurance Information Institute Communications Director Mark Friedlander insists fraudulent tactics are not common, but should be investigated.
That's very concerning because it gives the insurance industry a black eye. Most insurers have handled Hurricane Ian claims with the highest level of ethics and integrity. If somebody has crossed that line, they need to be held accountable.
He says companies are also victims and blames inflated claims and frivolous lawsuits for driving several carriers out of business.
Florida has averaged more than 100,000 lawsuits per year for property claims for 3 consecutive years. That accounts for 80% of the U.S. total.
So none of this has been repaired?
Nothing.
As for the Jacksons, after the attorney got involved, Heritage finally agreed to cover the claim, but sent a check for just a fraction of the repair estimate. So they're now suing for more money.
It's incredibly frustrating and disappointing. I mean, you expect better than this. We're their customer.
Thank you for calling Heritage Insurance.
Spotlight on America tried to contact Heritage multiple times over nearly 2 weeks with no response, even going to their Tampa headquarters. Finally, a public relations company contacted us on behalf of the company and provided a statement saying, "Our goal is always to pay every eligible claim," but added, due to privacy concerns, they could not address specific questions about policyholders. Now, with another hurricane season almost here, the Jacksons' home and their lives remain in limbo with no end in sight.
My mom, she doesn't deserve this. She deserves a safe home to live in.
The state of Florida is now investigating the adjuster claims of altered estimates, and the legislature is considering a new bill to require more accountability for insurance companies. Hi, I'm National Investigative Correspondent Angie Moreschi. Thanks for watching Spotlight on America on YouTube. If you enjoy our investigative reports, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you have a tip for a future investigation, we want to hear from you. Just send your idea to spotlight@sbgtv.com. And we'll see you next time.